Howdy folks, welcome back to Out of Ore. Down here on the coal bench, been digging away. And what's cool, this actually saved. Like I hopped out with it turned. Actually saved in that position. That's pretty neat. Couple things I've noticed. I thought this was getting dirty, but I guess the dirt's just baked into the texture. As well as the bucket wear. I would have swore this started out black. But I fired up a new game in creative, and yeah, it's already worn like that, so. Don't know what, if any, dirt or wear applies to these. I've been doing a ton of digging down here and haven't noticed any change on the wheel loader. But anyway, you can see I've been digging quite a bit, and I got the dozer down here. Got this lowered so I can get under it. This will probably be lowered even more. Then the plan is, once I get this coal seam out, the road will just continue on, and we'll be heading to the, I think that's the north. Bring up the map here. Yeah, I've got my got my HUD turned off, which means you can't open view for some reason. Yeah. And I love that you can see the road on the map now. Like your changes are in there. So we'll come through the coal seam and we'll head on over. There's more stuff out that direction. So that's the future plan for the road. I'm recording this on Saturday. I think it was Thursday or Friday. The update came out on Steam about future plans. It looks like we're getting bulk mode back, which is hopefully going to solve a lot of these voxel issues that we have. I didn't play before version 0.15, so I don't know what bulk mode was like before. People are excited about it, so hopefully it means good things. But we're right into the meat here of this coal seam, so we're just going to be digging some coal today. Working on that money and XP. See, we're up to level 18 now, about halfway through the level. Back up to a good chunk of money. That's what it's all about. Did a little bit of night digging here. If I remember in the edit, I'll throw in some screenshots. Looks pretty nice down here. Got the big bunch of lights up there on the metal beams. Light up the area at night. And that's about it. Not a whole lot to talk about. Still just having fun with this game, and very satisfying just to dig with the wheel loader. Dozers, they're not working too bad. Once you kind of get used to their weirdness, especially coming downhill on a road build, not working too bad. I've been moving a lot of dirt with that thing. I don't know when the update's coming out, but maybe we'll even get better haul trucks. So all three small haul trucks aren't the same size. That would be nice. I think it's Dirt and Drivetrain, I think is the title of the next update. So very interested in what we get. This game continues to grow pretty darn fast. I think I jumped in at a good time. I think I've mentioned before, I've seen videos of this quite a while. I think ever since it came out. They would pop up on my feed, and I don't remember when I subbed to Split, but watching him for a while. But the game was just so janky. Like, it looked like a cool concept, but it was so janky. But yeah, I'm glad I hopped in when I did. It's in a pretty good state right now, as far as I'm concerned. You know, it's getting a little hard to reach up that high. What I found is you can scrape with the back of the bucket. That works out pretty well. So that's how I've been getting right up in there. So if you kind of do this, it kind of scrapes with the back of the bucket, and then you can get it down here. But I think we're just about through this coal seam, so I'll have to start going sideways. Let's see, this is the 501, right? Yeah, the 501. This thing is such a great rig. Been watching Split in Two Gaming stream, and he's finally got up to the big stuff. That was pretty interesting. I didn't get to see all the stream last night. Had to get some sleep. But he streamed. I think when I was headed off to bed, he'd been streaming for 10 hours. So crazy, man. I need to go check out more of that stream. He's way ahead of me, so it's nice. I can kind of see, you know, what the other equipment's like, and look forward to that if I ever get to that level. I just don't have that kind of time. But we're making pretty good progress. We're well on the way to level 19. And I think level 22 we get explosives. And if they haven't fixed the conveyors by then, we might do some of that mining, because look how tall this is compared to where we're at. I don't know how far down the coal goes. But what I'd like to do is maybe get to level 22 by the time we get up into there, and we could do some explosive mining. Because it's going to be too tall to reach. I might have to do dual level if we're not to explosives by then. But I'm going to clean out these benches at this level, and then we'll see how deep they are. And I've got another one, if you look right above the concrete. There's another big coal seam down there. There's a lot of coal here. Just got to get it out of the ground. This one goes downhill a little bit. Let's just concentrate on going out here. Did I buy a fuel truck? I don't think I've bought the fuel truck yet, have I? No, I have not. Yeah, okay, so we'll have to be getting the fuel truck here for too long. Well, we wouldn't have to. I could drive back up and fill up. It'd be fun to get a fuel truck. I need to run the roller down the road a few times. It's pretty rough after hauling. But that'll probably be our next purchase, get a fuel truck. Something I keep meaning to look into is, are these brands real? Like Arvik and, what's the other one? Say on here? Cheriton. Yeah, I don't think those are real. Somebody can let me know. I'm not a heavy equipment expert. And I also don't know if these are marketplace assets or if this is something the team has modeled. Somebody probably knows. A lot of you have been around the project a lot longer than I have, so I'm still learning a lot. Appreciate all the comments. This series has done awesome for my channel. 1,000 views is big for my little corner of YouTube. So I'm glad you guys are enjoying it, because I'm really having a lot of fun with this game. It's, like I said, it's in a really good state right now, and I'm in IT. I'm a, what is my official title? Senior Linux DevOps Engineer, I think is my current title where I work. So after a long week of IT and problems and infrastructure, it's nice to sit down and just play in the dirt. It's very relaxing. Don't have to worry about servers and networking and storage and users doing stupid things. We just dig some coal. Give me more. Got this. I love that you can pick up the whole back end of the loader. I don't know with the drivetrain update if we're getting any like physics updates. We'll just have to kind of wait and see. It's not terrible, but it could definitely be better, especially with the excavators. The excavators feel like they're made out of styrofoam. Give me that little chunk. Oh, I think I pinned a comment on the haul truck episode. What episode? I don't remember which number that is. I'm a few episodes ahead. I found out from watching Split's Split in Two stream that if you only put like 2 scoops in the AT20 truck, it doesn't lag nearly as bad like going up the hill. I was filling it up with 3 scoops. It wasn't overloaded, but it was nice and full. And I think that means that there's enough chunks like outside of the lock zone that it tries to simulate physics for everything in the truck bed. So at some point we'll be doing some more hauling and I'll test out that theory. But he was only putting like 2 scoops in the truck and he wasn't getting the lag driving like I was. Pretty sure that was my problem. I was just filling it up. And the way the physics are right now, you can't fill it up. Let's get some of this pure stuff here. Scoop up into that. Get it? There we go. We're getting over towards the edge there. It's about ready to put down some more concrete. Concrete isn't really necessary, but it really makes the digging easier. It kind of gives you a reference point. A smoother place to drive. It helps quite a bit. You know, I forgot to change the weather. It always defaults to automatic. I wish it would stick to what you set it to. Might get some rain. Looks like it's clouding up. Yeah, you can see that coal goes down, so just because we get this all cleared out doesn't mean we're done here. It just means we've got this level cleared out. And we got a lot of scooping to go before that happens. So if they do fix the conveyors, I'll just turn this into a single hopper dump. Go from there. But I don't know if they will fix the conveyors being used as hoppers, because I think if it was Split or somebody else's. I think they were saying that the dev had said he didn't want to limit people's like options. So maybe the conveyors will stay this way. So I know I worked ahead a decent amount in between episodes here, but this is literally all I've been doing. Digging coal, and then I pushed a little dirt with the dozer. So you didn't miss much. You just missed more of this. I guess you missed me building this thing, but that wasn't much to that. Just putting some blocks down. Well, I think I built some of this on that episode where we put the conveyors in. It's hard to remember. That was like a week or more ago as I record this. A lot has happened. It's been a very long week. It was the first week of school for my kids and had some crazy schedules. It's been really hot. So my son would have cross-country practice at like 5 in the morning, and it's been kind of crazy. I'm getting into some pay dirt over there. So I don't always remember what happened in the last few episodes. I think, let's see, this is episode 9? Yeah, okay, so the last episode you would have seen before this one was the conveyors for coal. Where we put this in, but I don't remember how much of this I built. Anyway, I've straightened it out, I added some lights, and I've just been doing a whole lot of this. And then I did lower the road a bit so I can fit under the conveyor there. Well, in hindsight, I kind of wish I'd done a straight piece across the road. Probably would have been smarter. But I made it work. I can fit the big dozer underneath there, so I think the haul truck and everything will fit. Just had to push some dirt. And yeah, look, we're getting right into some pay dirt down here. How deep that goes. Might just be a little pocket here with the coal. I'm not sure how you guys feel about time lapses. I'll probably do those once in a while, but I don't want to do a whole bunch of time lapses. I think those are kind of boring. I know some people like them, but I'd rather kind of just do some digging and gab a little bit. I'm not the talkative type. YouTube has been good for me for branching out and getting outside of my introverted shell. I could sit here for like 3 hours digging and not say a word, but that wouldn't be very good YouTube content, would it? So we'll throw in some time lapses now and then. But a lot of these videos are going to be just me, playing the game. You guys seem to like that. So we'll stick with that formula. But I'm going to run out of stuff to talk about. So this won't be a super long video. I know some of you like the like hour-long videos. But YouTube in general does not. If I was going purely for like the YouTube stats and algorithm, I'd be making like 12, 15-minute videos and clickbait thumbnails and all that good stuff. And it's just me playing games. All you're gonna get here. Alright, I think this is mostly dirt up here. Let's dig. Well, actually, let me get some concrete down. Top out here. Yeah, man. Good from this angle. Kind of wish the building system would ignore the dirt plane when it's deciding whether you can snap to another block. Do the ray cast, but ignore the terrain. Let me in. What we got in there? Yeah, that's all just dirt. So we're pretty much done this direction with the coal. Nice that we hit some pay dirt there. Kind of sticking. I might need to get another row of concrete back that direction. I've had quite a few people asking about my controls, and I'm just using mouse and keyboard. Because I played a bunch of Farming Simulator back in the Farm Sim 17 and 19 days. And I would use, front loaders and telehandlers and stuff. So I've got a really good muscle memory for doing this kind of stuff. If you put it into practice, I like using the mouse. This is what I'm used to. I have the key set up like I'm using the keyboard right now. I can do it that way. I'm just not nearly as practiced as I am with the mouse. I'll do this whole load here with the keyboard. I've got that as kind of my backup if I want to use it, but I use the mouse. This also seems a little slower for whatever reason. I think when you're using the mouse, it's doing it like it's a hydraulic control with a rate on it. You can get a higher rate, if that makes sense, using the mouse. At least that's what it feels like. I don't know what the code's doing under the hood. Alright, let's dig around that tree and then we be rid of that tree, I think, when we save and load. Whoa, I turned too sharp. Hopefully I'm not making you guys dizzy swinging the camera around like that. I like to see what I'm doing. I think I will put another row of concrete here. Starting to kind of fall off the back. Let's give me a little more working room here. If I get that, just dig down a little bit. Throw that in there. Smooth it out. Bob's your uncle, as they say on the other side of the pond. There we go. I think that'll do it for this episode. Just going to keep on digging some coal. Leveling up. And we'll get to explosives at level 22. A little ways out from that, but... I'll see how the digging goes. I might do another coal digging episode. I don't want to do too much of the same thing, you know, from episode to episode, but... That's what the game is all about. Digging stuff and making money. It's the name of the game. So I think I'm going to dig out the left-hand side here a little bit. Then we're going to head into that giant seam there. Just keep on chugging away, and then the plan is, after this, to find a lithium node. I thought these were lithium nodes, but it was coal. So we're digging coal. Not quite as profitable, but there is a lot of coal here, so we can make some money. I think yeah, I'm gonna have to move some of this dirt, actually. Butt's running into it. Trying to get back out of that corner. So, anywho, thanks as always for watching, folks. Take care, and I'll catch you in the next one. Beep beep. I need a horn. My outro on these kind of videos. I don't have a horn. Beep beep. Hey, you need to press stop record. I know, but I'm busy. Taking dirt here. Get my big old Arctic butt room to maneuver. It's okay, I'm sure there's somebody still watching. You're still watching. What's your favorite piece of equipment in game? Leave me a comment. I don't know, you're crazy enough you watched all the way to the end.